Hey everybody, thank you all for tuning in to Rock Up Podcast. I am your host, of course, Joe Redbeard, and I appreciate you all taking the time to listen to my fun little podcast that I'm just doing here all on my own. So before we get started, I want to thank my sponsor, Blackbird Tattoo and Piercing, 300 South State, Clearfield, Utah. Make an appointment to go down there and get tattooed, get pierced. You can even get a facial. And also, just a reminder, you fine folks can always reach me at rockgutpodcast@gmail.com. Send me emails and I will get back to you. You can also reach out to me on any of the social media bullshits, which I will not plug, but you know what they are. The biggies, the big ones. And you guys all know how we always start the show. You got a little something in front of you. Alright. As always, for the lost. Delicious whiskey. Why can't everything taste like whiskey? Because we would all probably die. Alright guys, so I got some kind of serious shit to talk about, some not such fun stuff to talk about. Just off the top, I kind of just want to get out of the way, and so we can just enjoy our time together. Because I really am trying to make these one-man shows 45 minutes long. So, the Black Lives Matter movement has been nominated for the 2021 Nobel Peace Prize. Now, I have covered this before, and I will state it again, because I know people have very short attention spans, that I feel like in large movements like Black Lives Matter, straight edge, the punk rock scene, any large movement with a lot of people involved, whether it be on the right or the left or what have you, or libertarian or what have you, a lot of people are doing a lot of things under that name. Now, yes, I think that Black Lives Matter, some of their arguments are valid and justified. I also know that this past summer, several American cities were completely destroyed. Police buildings burnt down, office buildings taken over, and all kinds of shit. All in the name of Black Lives Matter. Now, did the leaders of the movement of Black Lives Matter denounce these acts of vandalism, damage, and violence? They did, and they didn't. There was always a yeah, but. Yeah, fuck all that, but that's not us. But they're doing it under the banner of Black Lives Matter. And look at all the horrible things. I can see why people are frustrated. And then all the people that came out of the woodwork to give advice on how to destroy a city. Hey, if you're going to go out and protest and shit, do this, that, and the other. I'm not going to go out there. But if you are, this, that, and the third. What the fuck? So, at the same time, those leaders of Black Lives Matter are involved in bullying a local state university here in the great state of Utah, Dixie State University, into changing their name from Dixie, because Dixie is so offensive that it is on cups. The reason that they want to bully Dixie State is because Dixie embodies the region of the South, and they find it offensive. Okay, well, that area was settled by pioneers in 1857. 38 families settled the Southwest to grow cotton. They had profound pride in the local meaning of Dixie that embodies the region's pioneering heritage of grit, service, sacrifice. But BLM has a national, across America, when you speak the word Dixie, when you say the word Dixie, some people, it conjures the song of the South. And to the 33% of southern Utah residents, means the confederacy of the 33% of southern Utah residents. 41% of Utahns and 64% of respondents from the recruiting region. What that means is that when you say the word Dixie to people, most people, it references the South. Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi, Louisiana, Tennessee, all those places, right? And for some of those people, they just regard the South as backwards, stupid, racist, horrible people. Never mind that there are successful black universities back there, down the South. Never mind that, the South is a very wonderful place, full of good people, good, hard-working Americans. And I don't give a fuck what color they are. There are good, hard-working Americans down the South. Goddamn SEC college football, one of the most dominant forces in college football, is in the South. And these are, serious football players that go on to make big moves. So what do people in the state of Utah that actually go to that area, what they were taking a poll, and let's hear some of the stats on this shit. 25% of southwestern Utah, 44% of greater Utah, and 56% out of state recruiting areas believe the name will have a negative impact on the institution's general brand. Okay, so those percentages think it has a negative impact. 25% of the people that actually live in that fucking region of Utah think it'll have a negative negative impact to keep the name Dixie. 44% of all of Utah thinks it will have a negative effect to keep the name Dixie. 56% out of state thinks it will have a negative impact. People that will have nothing to do with it. 36% of students believe the name will have a negative impact. Students that actually go there, 36% of them believe it'll have a negative impact. 46% of Utah believe there will be greater brand appeal if the name remains. 62% believe there will be greater brand appeal if the name remains, if they keep the name Dixie State. Let's see. 22% of recent graduates looking for jobs outside of Utah have had an employer express concern that Dixie State is on their resume. 22%. So it's not even half. It's way below that. Not even a quarter. It's less than a quarter. 42% of respondents from the recruiting region of 22% of respondents from Utah say the name makes them less likely to attend Dixie State. So they're saying that 42% of the recruiting area, 22% of them give a flying fuck about the name. They don't. It's just 52% of recent alumni, people who graduate from Dixie State, who live outside of Utah, believe that changing the name has a negative impact. 17% of the community members, that's 38% of Utahns and 52% of people outside of the state, feel uncomfortable wearing apparel outside of Utah. These are the stats. These are numbers. Numbers don't lie, right? Most people don't give a flying fuck that it's called Dixie State University. It's not even one of the main universities here in Utah. Okay, Dixie State is one of the last ones you think of. Okay, top of my head, colleges in Utah: University of Utah, BYU, Weber State, Utah State, Slick, Snow College, and fucking, yeah, Dixie State's like the last one that I can really think of. They're being bullied by BLM to change the name because it's Dixie. The name is Dixie. And to them, they immediately interpret that as something that is negative. So these people are being nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. And that is why I'm pissed off. Because I think it's fucking stupid. I think it's dumb. I'm wondering when it's all going to fucking end. Are we going to change the name on everything? Are we going to just change the name on Utah? Well, Utah, that's about the Ute tribe that lived here. Yeah, it fucking is. Let's change the name from our mascot of Braves to something else. Why? Being brave is a good thing. Braves is a fucking compliment. And it's not any of the natives I see at the forefront of this shit. I know lots of natives. I know lots of fucking Navajo DNA. None of them are banging this fucking I'm offended drum. None of them. It's all white liberals that are doing this shit. Except for the lady who is half black, leading Utah's BLM movement, quote unquote. Now, about the BLM, things that went down this summer. 93% were peaceful, apparently. Sorry, yeah. According to Forbes, 19. So with the BLM protests and all that jazz, according to Forbes, as of June 8th, 2020, 19 people died during the protest. There were thousands of arrests, and the Minneapolis police headquarters was burnt down. Nominate them for the Nobel Peace Prize. I take issue with this. I take issue with it. The name Dixie is not offensive. Being from the South is not offensive. People tend to forget that 300,000 Southerners died in the Civil War. 300,000 Northerners also died. Except after the Northerners, the Union Army won, they could go home. I won't even get into the Reconstruction era and all the horrible shit that went on during that time to people who lived in the South. You're creating more racists. You're creating more people that would be appealing to factions like the neo-Nazis and the Ku Klux Klan. Do you remember back when Bush and Cheney had troops going to all these different places, invading, that had nothing to do with 9/11? And how everyone was saying, you're creating more terrorists. It was true. They were. And now we're doing it right at home. What we need is a little bit of fucking understanding and compassion for one another. And don't go bullying motherfuckers to change their name if it isn't offensive. Okay, Redskins, I get it. Okay, I get it. If there was a football team called the Honkies, yeah, I'd probably buy their t-shirt. But part of me would think, fuck you guys. Okay? And I don't want to beat you guys to death with all this political kind of stuff, you know. But it pisses me off. It pisses me off on many reasons. And I'm not cool with it. Dixie State should stay Dixie State. The people that run Dixie State, who want to change the name, are being a bunch of fucking pussies. How do you stand up to a bully? You fucking stand up to the bully. You say, I don't give a flying fuck what you think. Dixie State is our name. Southern part of Utah is referred to as Dixie. Fucking deal with it. You don't like it? Move to California. Move your ass back to fucking Chicago or California or Colorado. You adapt to the environment that you move into. You do not make that environment adapt to you. Okay? That's just Survivalist 101. Alright, guys. Sorry. I got off on a tangent, and I know, and, it was, it's been 20 minutes of me bitching about this, but it really pisses me off, and it's affecting people here at home, and I'm mad about it, so, yeah, let's take a little, breather. Okay, let me play a song for you. This is Bliss of Flesh, playing this song, Tyrant. Alright, that was Bliss of Flesh playing the song Tyrant from the album Tyrant. Let me play another song for you guys just real fast. I just found out about this band recently. They have a free download on the Bandcamps. The band is called Ritual Laceration. This is some fucking caveman goddamn drumming shit. I really like this band because it's very drummer driven, so that's cool to me because it's different. So let me take care of some shit. And here we go. What'd you guys think of that? They have a free download on Bandcamp, Ritual Laceration. Let's see, they're on Life After Death Records off of the album Putrid Womb. But I just downloaded that. I think it was like last week sometime. But I've been jamming the fuck out of that. I'm really enjoying Ritual Laceration. Ritual Laceration and Ride for Revenge that my buddy Sean from the band Werewolf Tyrant turned me on to. Dude, those two bands have been just bouncing back and forth on my shit I'm playing. And luckily our phones have internet on them, so I can look that shit up and find it pretty easily. But yeah, switching gears from not such a negative bitch fest that I, forced you sorry cunts to listen to at the beginning of this. But, I've really been falling down a rabbit hole of hiking documentaries and just really enjoying hiking documentaries. I've watched quite at least like 3 or 4. One that really kind of sticks out in my mind is the Figure It Out. It's on Amazon Prime, and it's about the Haydig Trail in southern Utah, which I will probably never, ever, ever, ever do. But it's just one guy, and he meets, he kind of meets people on the way, and, talks to people on the way, and all that jazz. But, man, these hiking documentaries, they have a lot of, like, really profound and interesting knowledge about life and how life is not fair and how, people should stop being pussies and deal with things and figure things out. That kind of thing. And also they're hiking at the same time, which is I just fucking love hiking, and I love hiking with my sons and my wife and stuff. But I'm planning some serious hikes. In the future, some really big ones. I want to do a really fucking big one every summer, that kind of thing. But yeah, man. If you guys got Amazon Prime, check out the one called Figure It Out, because that one he runs into a lot of trouble and he has to figure shit out, and that's life, man. It's all these hiking documentaries. They're all a metaphor for life, and that's the main reason why I'm really fucking digging them. So without further ado, I think I'll play another song for you. These last two are just fantastic fucking bands that I'm very excited to play for you guys. I'm very excited to have them on the show. This one was recommended from my friend Sean, who's the man behind Werewolf Tyrant, and just a bad motherfucker, all around. So I talked to that motherfucker quite a bit. So Cruel Master, I'll Be Waiting. And here we go. Yeah, that was Cruel Master. The song is called "I'll Be Waiting." It's off their new little demo, free download on Bandcamp. Um, it looks like they have 4 of them. I wonder if all 4 are free downloads. I'm not sure, but I might be looking into it because Cruel Master's pretty fucking good. I chose that song in particular because it sounded different from the other songs off of their Repeat Offender album that's on Bandcamp for free download. But yeah, man, I kind of squandered my fucking time this episode because I'm really trying to be strict on myself to keep these motherfuckers to 45 minutes. Um, just so one man episodes is a couple songs and a couple of opinions on shit and stuff. So try not to make them last too fucking long. Just so they're easier to listen to and you don't have to put up so much of my bullshit. But yeah, man. Thank you guys all for tuning in. Remember, you can always reach me and all the social media bullshits, and also fucking email me at rockuppodcast@gmail.com. And this last band, I'm very excited to play for you guys. I'm really excited to hear more from these motherfuckers. The band's called Venefices, and the song is called Ashes to Ball. So, yeah, guys, thank you all for tuning in. I hope you have a great weekend. I hope you guys eat lots of fattening food, drink lots of beer, and yell at the TV about football, because God bless America and pass praise the Lord and pass the ammunition. All right, guys, thanks.